Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. So in this one here, I want to talk about the finale to The Walking Dead World Beyond Season 1. I'm not going to review Episode 9 just because not a lot really happened in the episode. All of it was just really set up for this episode, and not even that, some of the reveals that happened in that episode never actually really got revealed until this episode. So it worked, in my opinion. Both episodes worked really good as a part one and a part two. Definitely the whole 2 hour event here, I think, worked in its favor. It all kind of, to me, it feels like one giant episode, so that's why I just decided to only review one. I watched both of them, but it's just, there's nothing really to say about episode 9, because everything I have to say about that one, I am basically going to say in the finale, because I got all my answers. So I can't really say much about episode 9, but it was an all right episode, I guess, and yeah, let's just talk about the finale. So before going any further, I do have to warn you, obviously, for spoilers for the Walking Dead World Beyond finale. And if you are new here and you want more Walking Dead content like this, just make sure to be a subscriber. I'm going to continue to talk about the Walking Dead trailer a little bit this week. I did take some time off, so I will get back on that starting tomorrow, I guess tonight with these videos. Tonight's not the last for the Walking Dead universe. Like, there's actually going to be a Walking Dead holiday special coming in about 2 weeks from now or something like that. I don't know the exact date, but it's in like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. It's sometime in December. So I obviously will do a video on that, talk about all of that, any kind of new information we get, or just, just kind of a review of it, talking about it, because it's going to be a lot of fun to see. There's also Andrew Lincoln and his performance in Scrooge and stuff like that, or he's playing Scrooge. That's going to be really amazing to actually watch that story and him playing Ebenezer Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. I'm really looking forward to that. So there's a lot to talk about in December. Expect a lot of information for The Walking Dead coming out in about a month, I would say. Like just after the new year. There probably will be some stuff in December, little things, but if anything, it might just be casting information and stuff like that. I think the actual trailers and like new footage and just all of that kind of stuff, expect a lot of that in January to hype up the mid-season premiere. Or I guess, is it the mid-season premiere? It's not the mid-season, but it's the 6 new episodes, right? So yeah, if you want any of that, just make sure to hit subscribe, and let's talk about the Walking Dead World Beyond finale. So obviously where we left off in episode 9, the big cliffhanger was that, or I guess it's that was the cliffhanger, I would say, was that Hope pulled the gun on Huck, or she was about to. She does here in the finale, and then Huck is a little confused, tries to just play it off, but then she just starts to confess, yes, I am with the CRM. And we also got some reveals, which I thought was kind of cool. Like Huck was the one that intercepted the messages or sent those messages to Hope and Iris, which got them on this quest and stuff to, I guess, come to the CRM. And this is where I'm just confused about all of it. I thought there was something very special about Hope. I thought it was something like a cure. Now, I know the whole Cure storyline, that is so ridiculous to even get into, but I think the reveal that they just wanted her because she's very smart was kind of poor, to be honest. To me, hearing that reveal, like that is the reason why they want her, it kind of, I don't know, I don't understand all the fuss. I'm like, really? That's why? That's the whole point of this show right now, is because of that? Why couldn't you just take her in the beginning? Why couldn't you just bring her on the helicopter and just took her to this place? I don't understand why you needed her to walk all the way over there. I know they give some explanation, but it just kind of makes no sense. It's really hard for nothing. So I don't know. That reveal, anyways, definitely bummed me out. They definitely set up a lot of things in this episode for season 2. That's for sure. I think season 2, for just by default, is going to be the better season. There's a lot of stuff in here that is really interesting, especially the very last scene of the episode, or I guess of the season entirely, which was Felix was reunited with Will, and Will's with this group that I don't really know much about, but looks really fascinating. It looks really interesting. And I guess this is going to be some sort of, I don't know, anti-CRM group. And they'll try to fight them, obviously, maybe save Hope. And I think that'll be the whole plot and idea, I guess, of season 2, from that perspective anyways. And we'll learn some more information probably through them about what they do, why they left the CRM. I'm sure that they were all former CRM. Like, that's my prediction, is they were all former CRM that left. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see where that goes. Like, that's where I can see it can get really interesting, in them trying to save Hope and stuff like that. But to me, just in general, as of now, that just, if that was the point, was that Hope was just very smart and can really help her father, I guess, develop a cure, that just kind of makes no sense. And they didn't even really say that. They just kind of said that we need people like you, because when we recruit people like you really help us build a better world. That's not necessarily that evil, but I guess they are kind of a little evil because they discriminate against, like you got to be a certain amount of intelligence to even be allowed in this place. If you're not, then just like F off. Like, I don't know. I wish that reveal was a little better, because now I'm just kind of trying to think of what's the point of season 2 then? Because in season 2, they'll save Hope, but what if Hope doesn't want to leave? Because she's like, yeah, you know what? I can actually make this place a lot better. They're right. I am smart and I can make this place a lot better. I thought there would be more sinister things here, more things that were just more higher up. And I know the Rick Grimes movies is going to deal with a lot of that. I know that, but I just felt like this show would set up a little bit more of that. And I know season 1 wouldn't get into it too much. That's totally fine. Honestly, besides the Hope reveal, everything else I think was perfectly done. Everything was set up like really nicely. Season 2 is going to be the big season. Everything else with how our characters got ripped apart, the reveal, the revelation with Huck and stuff like that, and just what happened at the end, like Felix versus Huck, all of that was so exciting, so much fun. I enjoyed all of it. It's just the reason why they want Hope just kind of makes no sense. And I think that's when I look back at the entire season, it kind of, for me, ruins the rewatchability a little bit, just because I don't know if I can really get excited about just why they want Hope. It seems so mysterious and so like the asset. Well, like why is she the asset? What's so special about her? And then you want there to be a cure or something like that, and it wasn't. So that was kind of my big negative thing of the episode. That's why for me, this episode I would rate as, I guess I would just say it's an all right episode. I would rate it like a 6 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10. Like, it was an all right episode. I think the fighting with Felix and Huck, that was just amazing. First of all, just the fight in itself anyways. I had a lot of fun watching that. It got really intense. I think the whole reveal of Felix, finding out about Huck and wanting to know, I think that could have been done better a little bit. I think it was probably just the way that it was shot. It just felt like a lot of close shots. It was just like really close up to them. There wasn't a lot to just, it felt like the reveal kind of came out of nowhere. There was nothing ramping up that moment, building up to that and stuff. I think with Hope in episode 9, discovering all of that was really cool. But with Felix and Huck, that just kind of, that part there, it was all right. I'm not saying it's terrible at all. It just wasn't amazing. It wasn't that crazy of a reveal, but the fight, I absolutely enjoyed the fight. Elton does find Silas, and then Silas, yeah, he didn't do it. Obviously, he didn't kill him. CRM arrived to, I guess, kill them, but it ends with Silas getting taken away by the CRM, and so that part I'm actually interested in. See, like, that is actually a really awesome setup. He was just taken away. I just love the ending. I actually really like the way they did the ending here with, like, they focused, like, last scenes on certain character pairings, and so you saw, like, Hope and Huck meet Elizabeth Kublik, and then we saw Iris with Felix and the reunion with Will. And then we got Percy here with Elton, and that just felt very Lord of the Rings like it was pretty amazing. With Silas, I do hope he's going to be okay. I think that he'll probably not be in the premiere. He might be in episode 2, 3, 4, 5 of season 2, around there. I think they'll probably keep that for a little bit. They most likely will bring him to the CRM Health and Welfare Complex, where they brought that one soldier, only because Silas is kind of, I guess he's not really that crazy after all, but he kind of, like, there's parts of it there, you know what I mean? So they might suspect that, put him there. He definitely will be held captive for sure. They'll have to try and rescue him, and then I think Hope and Silas, that will probably be the character pairing for season 2. That's what I'm thinking. That's probably what's going to happen for the most part. I also wrote in my notes here why all the sex music, and I think it's because at the end they had this music that was just like it was kind of just like really slow, and it was supposed to be very, I guess, it was sad. Everything was coming to an end. Huck was taking Hope away. They're stuck here in this place. They don't know where to go. Their journey just came to an end. Everything, the fellowship is split up, right? But you just had like this sex music going on through all of it. I don't know. I had to write it in my notes because I noticed it and I was like, what was that? But overall, this was the episode was all right. And I will do a full season review. I am still planning on doing that now that I've seen all of it. I can definitely, I have an idea as to what I think about it. I want to look into more things and see if things make a little bit more sense. But, for tonight's episode, I did enjoy it. I was bummed out by the Hope reveal. I was really hoping that there was going to be something really special about her. It seemed like there was this build to it. Like there was something very special about her. And then we got the reveal that she's just very smart. She knows how to do things. And I'm like, really? The CRM is this huge, gigantic place, and you're basing all of your, future and stuff like that on someone who is going to help fix some computer parts, or I guess she would help with the cure and stuff like that. She would, and it's not just her. I know that I'm exaggerating a little bit here. They're not basing the whole future of the CRM on Hope. It's the idea of Hope, which is, I know I'm saying there's so many puns in what I'm saying, but there's a lot of people out there like her. And so they want to gather all of those people. But I guess this was just one story of this just one person who's really great at doing things like that, who is very intelligent, very smart and capable. And this is how they get her. I feel like there was a much easier way to do that. And then it also goes back to the first season the premiere of the season, where I'm like, was Hope the only person you wanted from that entire colony, the entire campus, which was like almost 10,000 people? Was she like the most intelligent and smartest person there? Like, really, you couldn't have taken anyone else? Like, that's where I'm just like, I don't know. I don't understand it. Maybe there's still more to be revealed in season 2. But yeah, as of now, if I were to rate this episode, I'd probably rate it, I would have to say 6 out of 10 for sure. I want to go with a 7 out of 10. It's hard because there were some good moments in here. So I will say 7 out of 10. This probably, yeah, you know what? I'll stick with that because of how great the fight sequence was with Felix and Hope. The Silas, Elton, Percy stuff that happened, I actually really enjoyed that. The reveal at the end, the cliffhanger with Felix, Will, and Iris, that was a lot of fun. The Hope thing, I think definitely, obviously is what I talked about mostly in this review, but that definitely kind of destroyed certain aspects to this season for me, at least in terms of rewatchability, but I am still enjoying the story. We'll have to see where they go for season 2, which I do expect is going to be really, I guess, the fun part of it, right? We're halfway through this now. Where do we go? How is this going to end? We'll find out most likely next summer. So yeah, I'll end it here, but post all your thoughts down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video. What did you think of tonight's episode, and I guess episode 9 if you want to include that? Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.